Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to my today's class. I am taking the class for the students of class 9. It's on English second paper. The previous class, perhaps it was my second class on English second paper. We discussed about the modals, and that day I told you that we were going to take another class on tech question. But today I am not taking the class on tech question as one of your honorable teacher is taking the class on tech question. Okay, that's why I decided to take another class on modals, because the previous class we discussed about the modals, about the definition and why do we use the modals and what are the difference between the auxiliaries, the primary auxiliaries and modals auxiliaries. And I think the class was not enough for many of the students because it was very limited time and it was not possible for me to discuss about the uses of modals that day. That's why today I would like to take another class on uses of modals. Okay, my dear students, now we are going to discuss about the uses of modals, because it's very important for you and sometimes you are confused about their uses. Okay, we usually use the modals for expressing the following meaning or expression. We know that we use the modals to express different meaning. So, we usually use the following expression, use the modals for following expression. Okay, there are some examples for you and just you have a look on them. First sentence, the baby can speak. The baby is able to speak. That means the baby is able to speak. So can is modal here and can express ability. Okay. Next sentence, you may see the manager tomorrow. You went in you went to a office, you did not find the manager, and someone told you that you may see the manager tomorrow. That means there is a possibility to see the manager tomorrow. Is it clear? May is modal here and may express the possibility. Okay? Next sentence. I will submit the assignment tomorrow. That means you need to submit the assignment and you are telling that you will submit the assignment tomorrow. Who will express the certainty? Okay? Then, fourth sentence, you must change the chair. Why? Because it's not okay. You may fall down. So there is a necessity to change the chair. And must modal is used here to express the necessity. Is it clear? Okay. Now the fifth sentence. You should obey your parents. The parents are the most important person in our life. Without obeying them, one cannot success in life. Okay. So you are obliged to obey your parents. Should modal is used to express obligation here. Okay. Prohibition. Okay, you must not wear dirty dresses. That means you are prohibited to wear dirty dresses. Dirty dresses is not good for our health. So, you are prohibited not to wear them. And must is used here to express prohibition. The last sentence, you should drink enough water daily. Water enough, drinking enough water is necessary for our health. Without enough water, our body cannot work well. That's why you are advised to drink enough water daily. So, should is used here for giving advice. Okay? Now look at this slide. How do we use them in the sentences? In the meantime, you learn for what kind of expression we use the modals. Now I think you should know how do we use them in the sentences. If you make the assertive sentence, you will have to use them before principal verbs. Okay? Because modals are one kind of auxiliaries. So, we need to use them before principal verbs. So, when you will make the assertive sentence, then you will have to use them before the principal verbs. And when you will make the negative sentence by using the modals, in that case, you will have to use not with modals, after modals. Okay? And when you will use this negative form in informal form, in that case, you will have to use the contraction form or short form. Okay? Is it clear? And to make the question sentence, when you will make the question sentence, you will have to use the modals at the beginning of the sentence. Okay? So we use the modals before principal verbs in the assertive sentence. In the negative sentence, we will use not with modals, and in the question sentence, we will use the modals at the beginning of the sentence. Okay? Now look at the examples. Number 1, you might see her at the party. This is assertive sentence, and might is used. Might is modal, and it is used before see. See is principal verb here. Okay. Second sentence, I can't fly like a bird. Third, can is a modal here. Can is a modal here to express ability, but I am not able, I am not capable to express this absence of ability. To express the absence of ability, we used here cannot. In contraction, in formal form, we use it in the contraction form or short form. That's why can't is used here in the absence of ability. Okay. Third sentence. This is a question sentence. May I try on the shoes? I would like to buy the shoes. But without trying, it may not fit with me. That's why I am asking. Okay, may I try on the shoes? This is a question sentence. And may is used at the beginning of this sentence. Okay, I think this is very clear to you. Now look at the slide. What is written here? Same modal can express different meaning and different modals can express same meaning. This point sometimes made you confused. Okay? That's why I think it's very necessary for you to make them clear. And if you have the clear idea about that, you will be able to use all the modals for the same purpose. And it will not make you confused. Okay? So I think it's very important for you. I gave you a little idea about that in the previous class, but it was not enough for you. That's why today I'm giving you some more examples. Okay? Number one, he can play piano well. Can express here the ability. Can I use your laptop? With can. Someone is taking permission. Or I am taking permission. Can I use? Okay, I is subject here. Okay. You can go now. You are permitted to go now. Okay? You are permitted. You are given permission. Okay? For taking permission, for giving permission, we used can. In the second sentence, for taking permission. And the third sentence, for giving permission, we used can. Okay? So first three sentence, we use can. Okay, first three sentences, we used can for the different meaning. Okay, so same modal can express different meaning and it's very clear to us. Okay, he could play piano when she was a girl of 10. This sentence is a different sentence. Can is not used here, could is used here. So why we use could here? To express the past ability, we use could. Okay? Can I help you? Asking question. For asking question, can is used here. So, we can see same modals can give different meaning. There are more examples for you, and I think there are different models for you, but these different models will give you the same meaning. Okay, so have a look at the example. First, may I come in? Taking permission. May is used for taking permission. Can I use the pen? Taking permission. Okay. can is used here. Could I use your laptop? Could is used here for taking permission, but it's for polite request and asking politely. Okay. So first three sentences, question sentence, three modals, different modals are used, but they are used for the same expression. Is it clear? Fourth sentence, you should read the book. The book is very good for you. Your teacher said you that you should read the book because this book was necessary, perhaps was necessary for you. That's why your teacher told you to read the book. That means you are obliged to read the book. You must submit your assignment. You are a student, so submission of assignment is very important for you and necessary for you. That's why you are obliged to submit your assignment. You must submit your assignment. Okay? So must is used here for expressing obligation. Okay? I need to go home now. There is something very necessary for me to go home now. That's why it's one kind of obligation that that's why I need to go home now. So need is used here for expressing the obligation. It's necessary for me. That's why I'm obliged. Need to always use to express the necessity. And this necessity is I'm compelled to do this work. So this necessity is one kind of obligation here. Okay. So in these examples, you will see different models can express the same meaning. Okay. You ought to, oh, there is another example left. Sorry. We ought to love our country. We are obliged. It's our duty to love our country. So ought to is also used here for obligation. Okay. I think the stated point is now clear to you. So there is a exercise for you. I think you are ready with your khata and pen because you are requested, always requested uh, to take khata and pen before starting your class. Okay. So get ready with your khata and pen and do the exercise. Fill in the blanks. Okay. You dash to do some exercises daily. Just think for a while and write down the answers on your khata. You will write down the full sentence or the sentences on your khata. Okay. Number 2, you dash see a doctor if you have cough for quite some time. Number 3, dash I send him a mail or dash I call him. Number 4, there dash be lot of grammar mistake. A lot of grammar mistake. Then when you go for an interview, you dash to make a good impression. Okay. I think you finished your work. Now correct by yourself. I am telling you the answers. Okay. The possible answers. Okay. Number 1, you to do some exercise daily. It is necessary or you are obliged. It is necessary for you to do some exercises daily. So to express necessity, you will have to use a modal here. To is here, so there is no option. You will have to use need here. You need to do some exercises daily. So before to express necessity, you will use need here. Okay. Number 2, you dare see a doctor if you have a cough for quite some time. You must see a doctor if you have cough for quite some time. Or you should see a doctor if you have cough for quite some time. Number 3, should I send him a mail or should I call him? Okay. Number 5, there must be a lot of grammar mistake. Possibility, but logical possibility. If there is a logical possibility, you will have to use must. If there is a logical possibility, you will have to use must. I know that he failed in English grammar, and it is known to me that she always do some mistakes in grammar. Okay, that's why must is used here. There must be lot of grammar mistake. For expressing logical possibility, we use must modal. The last one, when you go for an interview, you need to make a good impression to his ear. To express the necessity, you will have to use need, also need here. Okay. Look at the following example. I need money to buy a car. You know, need is a modals, but I didn't say you. Need can be used in different way. So, look at the example. I need money to buy a car. Need to is used for expressing necessity. The second sentence, the needed help. Is it modals? Is it auxiliary or principal? Just think for a while. Yes, it is not an auxiliary, so it cannot be a modals also. Okay. Needed is a principal verb here. That's why ed also added with need. We know that we never use ed form with modals. So needed is not modals here. This is a principal verb. Okay. So need is or need can be used as modals, as auxiliary, or as a principal verb. Third sentence, you need to speak loudly. Need is a modal here to express the necessity. There is a principal verb after need, so need is auxiliary here. So what kind of auxiliary? It's a modals auxiliary here. That's why. Okay, this modals auxiliary, that's why we used here before the principal verb. So, need fits into two categories, into two types. They can be used as principal and auxiliary. Is it clear? So, need fits into two categories, principal and auxiliaries. Is it clear? Okay, good. And we don't have enough time to continue our classes more. That's why now I am giving you some exercises for you, homework for you. And this is, you will have to write a paragraph about your responsibilities. You know why? Why am I selected this topic? Yes, there are some important reason behind it. Do you know? Just think why. Why I have given this topic to you in the grammar session. Because when you will write a paragraph about your responsibilities, then you will have to write a lot of sentence. What are your duty? What you will have to do? What is your obligation? And what you should not do. Okay? And in that case, you will have to use a lot of models in both affirmative and negative form. Okay? So, when you will write a paragraph about your responsibilities, you will be able to use different models. Okay? Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you all.